equals x. So that would be 4 to the x equals 64. I'm going to change this 64 so it has the same base. So that is 4 to the x equals, when I change that 64, that would be 4 to the third. So that now that I have the same base, I can cancel those bases. And if that was all I'd have, x is 3. So literally now all I do is take this original 3, multiply it by the 3 I just got here, because that's what that means when it's in front, it's multiplication, and 3 times 3 is 9. So let's move over to this one over here. Move the 23 in the front, and then you have log 11 and 11. Now the very first example I did on the page 1 was to show you when you have your base and the argument are the same, your answer is 1. So if I go back to this problem that I'm doing, when these two things are the same, all of this right here becomes 1. So now I have 23 times 1 gives me my answer of 23. Okay, let's jump to number 3. So I'm going to move the 5 in front. So now I have 5, and then I have log 2 to the 1. Now this is just like the one I did on the front. All of this information becomes 0. So now I have that becomes 0 times 5 gives you 0. In case you don't remember where I got that, that was also at the very beginning. It was this one right here. So that's where I got that. So hopefully that makes sense. So let's go now to this page. All right, so what we're going to do first is we are going to isolate the base and the exponent. So the first thing I need to do here is add 15. So now I have 2 to the x power equals 20. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the log base 10 of each side, or ln. So in other words, you're going to write the word log. So you're writing log or ln, depending on which one, by each side. So in other words, I'm going to have log 2 to the x equals log 20. Now you're going to do, you're going to rewrite without your exponent. So in other words, it's the power property that we just did. So we're going to put this x in the front. So x, and then you have log of 2 equals log of 20. So then the last thing you want to do is solve for x. So to get rid of this log 2, I'm going to divide both sides by log 2. So on this side over here, these cancel, and there's your x all by yourself. Now this other part, you're definitely going to want to put in your Desmos. So I'm about to put this in Desmos. So let me pull that up. This, come on. Maybe. So just to keep everything straight, I am going to put this first one in parentheses. So here we go. parenthesis, and then I'm going to write the word log, except I can't spell today, O-G, and then next it's 20, close your parenthesis, divided by log 2, and I don't really need to put that in parentheses, it'll be okay. And then you're going to want to round. I'm not sure if it says, but I'm going to do 3 places. So it's going to be actually 4.322. Okay, so let's jump to number 5. Okay, first thing I want to do is I'm going to add 1 on both sides, and I'm going to get 2 times 4 to the x power equals 14. Well, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So now I get 4 to the x power equals 7. Now you're going to write the word log by each side. So log 4 to the x power equals log 7. Now you do your power rule where you put this x in front. So x log 4 equals log 7. Now I'm going to divide both sides by log 4. So these will cancel. And then, like I said, I usually keep this in parentheses just so I can have it. So I'm going to change that to a 4 and then come up here and change that to a 7. And then I'm going to round and get, let's see, 1.404. Okay. Let's do one with an LN, okay? So let's do number 6. Okay, you're still going to do the same thing. You want to get that E by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 50 first. So now I have E to the 3x power equals 10. Now, with that E, instead of writing log by everything, I'm going to put LN. It's a natural log by everything. Okay, now I'm going to throw that 3x in the front. I meant to change colors. So that would be 3x ln of E equals ln of 10. Now I'm going to divide, well, first thing, let's divide both sides by ln of E. Why not? So divide this ln of E and this ln of E. And then you're left with 3 to the x power equals, and I want to show you something real quick. Let me get rid of this and type in ln of E. So anytime you see the ln of E, that immediately equals 1. So technically, I have a 1 underneath here. So all I really have there is ln of 10. So if I come back here, and if I divide both sides by 3, I'm going to get x equals, so I'm going to do ln of 10. And I probably should put that in parentheses. So let me go back and put that in parentheses. And then divided by, I totally messed up. Let's start again. Parentheses, ln of 10, close my parenthesis, divided by 3. And then I can round that and get 0.768. And that is the end of page 4.